Hi everyone, I will show you the usage of Lockpicker Process Explorer 360, one of the most impressive process mining tools. I will show you how to push data directly on the platform. First, you have to connect to the platform by using your email and password, and for that you just need a modern web browser. Once you have been connected, you have access to different projects as project manager or a simple viewer regarding the rights which are allowed to you. I will show you first a first example project. You create a project like that, a project name, project description, and if you want a logo. Once you have created the project, you click on the project and you need to push data, upload data, a flat file data, CSV file, directly on the platform. For that, I will take an example of a bank loan process. The data are coming from your IT system, and the data must contain at the minimum three kinds of information. Firstly, which activity has been done on the process. Here, it's an example of a bank loan process. So the data are coming from the homemade application in the bank, and could come from different application, different databases. And finally, you need which activity has been done, when did it start and when did it end, or just when did it end, and also a case ID, which represents an ID for the process here, the bank loan process. You could push more data, which are optional, called business data, which could be a kind of categorical data. Here we have an example of the role who performs the activity, and you could have also numerical data, which could be, in this example, the amount of the bank loan. Once you have pushed the first file on the platform, most of the time Process Explorer 360 recognize all the format. You have just to check if it's correct or not, change if you need to change, and click on the next button. After that, you have to map which column represents your process ID or your case ID. In this example, it's this column. Which column represents the activity name? It's this column. If you have one or two columns to the timestamp, which represents the start or the end of the activity. Here we have the two columns. And it could be finished if you want, but you could add more data. Here we have the role, so you have to express if it's a kind of dimension, because it's a categorical data related to the task. In fact, it changes for each task. If it's the same for the same case, you could choose as case dimension. In this case, it's a task dimension, and you could create, in this case, an aggregation for your case. I will select the distinct value, just an example for that. I will keep the name, but you can change if you want. I validate, and I will click on the complete button to say it's finished. And Lockpicker will, Process Explorer 360 will compute all the data to allow you to explore the different processes. Once it's done for the first file, you could push more files easily. If it's the same format, you will have not to click on the different column. It's done the first time, and after you could push more data by click on button import, and it will automatically update the data. So it's very easily to push data on the platform.